I get what he's saying because black people embrace like hip hop is our culture. Mm-hmm. Hip hop is a part of black culture, but it's not black culture. Culture is what you do in your household. Culture is how you were raised. Some people were raised that when they walk in their home, remove your hat. Fact. That's their culture. See, culture, we keep trying to make this some broad, paint it with a broad brush. That's not what culture is. Culture is whatever your family raised you as, or in a community. We don't have communities any longer. So whatever your culture is what your culture is. Culture might be every year your family get together for Thanksgiving. Every year your family throw a Halloween party. The baby's first party, or every Sunday y'all sit down and watch movies, or y'all sit at the dinner table. That's what culture is. I think we keep saying culture and just saying we all have the same thing. No, we do have culture, but we have different cultures within our house, our homes. You know what I'm saying? And I think, again, my family, like one of the things in my family, right? We refer to relatives as each other's relatives, but not my relative. So I'll call my brother and say, yo, your sister is tripping. But it's my sister too. But that's just something that we do. That is something cultural in my family that we do. So culture is the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you dress, what you eat, how you eat, and your being. And I just think, yeah, black people, how could we have a culture when our culture derives from them taking our culture from us? So we created our own cultures now. The way some dudes wear they hat is the culture. The way some dudes talk is the culture. Chicago has a culture of slang. New York has a culture of slang. That's what culture is. So we keep thinking culture is, we all get together as a community and we all wear this. That's not what culture is no more, because if that's the case, white people don't have culture either, because Italians don't do what the Irish do. The Pakistanis don't do what the people in Yemen do. It's just not the same. Everybody has their own culture. But the fact that black people don't have a country, America is our country now. Because when we say we're African American, how much of Africa is really left in us anymore? You know what I'm saying? Because we keep looking at Africa like it's New York or something. It's a continent comprised of countries,
right?
And it's different.
Completely different.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how do you just say, yo, African American, and you go back to Africa with the mentality? But there's so many different countries in Africa. What country are you going back to?
Over 50 countries.
That's what I'm saying. What country are you identifying with? And most of us identify with what? Egypt. So we say Egypt because everybody got the IRA on them and because of the symbolism, but it's 50 countries.
Yeah.
And it's countries that predate Kemet.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So you wanted to close on something?
No, she can go.
I wanted to say that I think that when people speak negatively about the idea of black culture, we have to understand that, black people, we're not a monolith. We're not all going to somebody could be talking to me, honestly, that's native to Atlanta. I might not even know what the hell they're talking about. Mm-hmm. It's just different. You go to like Geechee areas and this is like, it's almost like you're hearing another language. So, when we talk about culture, it's not all the same. We have to understand that these traditions, if you're in the Mississippi Delta, will be completely different than if you're in New York and so forth. So it's like people need to embrace those differences that we have, and those are cultural things that are significant in the generations as well.
And that's culture.
Yeah,
because
that's culture.
You got some places where dudes eat crawfish and suck the head, and I'm like, I ain't sucking no head of whatsoever. I don't care if it's a crawfish, a eel. I just ain't doing it. Just the word, the terminology, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? But that's their culture to do that. Yeah. So to say we don't have culture, we don't have a universal culture. Right. That became hip hop was our universal culture. But now we having different types of hip hop.
Yeah.
So hip hop culture that we once knew, the DJ, the breakdancer, the B-boy, the MC, the graffiti, the clothes, that's not even the same no more.
No.
So we can't say that, this is our culture. You know what I'm saying? And truthfully, we the inventors of everything.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So, with Kanye, I'm like I said, I'm pretty much off that. I ain't really been rocking with him musically for a while anyway.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't listen to what he say because only people only sound smart to stupid people. But when you intelligent and you know somebody's saying something dumb, you just be like, come on, man.
I have him completely. I have the keywords, anything with Kanye and any variation of his name, I have him completely blocked and muted on social media. Like, I'm not even kidding. I have taken the time to remove Kanye from my life. And when I see a conversation, I just go the other way.
Word. Like, yeah, because
Nope, that's good.
Doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. I haven't even liked his production in years. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing about what he does. You know, he's walking around looking like Sherman Klump. Like, nothing that he does, just, you know, I just don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We only talk about him today because it is a hot topic and he makes a lot of general statements. Like, he can speak for us.
That's what I have a
And
problem
I
with.
don't like that. You know what I'm saying? You can't, no black man in America can speak for, I can't even speak for us.
Right.
I can speak for my demographic or my circle, but I can't say what dude in Jersey is doing or what dude in Philly is doing or how they feel. I just don't know.
Why not? Because 50 years ago, I mean, it was happening. 60 years ago, it was happening.
But what I'm saying, back in those times,
why can't we do it now?
See, back in those times, it was a universal oppression. You know,
It's still universal.
Yeah, but it's they hit it better.
Yeah, but it's still like, you know, redlining still exists, right? There's a lot of things that, you know, people who look like us, when we go to the bank, like, we got to dress a certain way and have a certain type of energy. I mean, that's
different. That's different. But I think
it's oppression to, I mean, either way, I feel like if you look like what we look like, I feel like you have an obligation to talk for people who look like you. I'm not saying like you're like one leader. I'm saying that, you know, everybody has to take their role.
But you know what? I think since anyone ever heard my voice, I've always spoke for us. I've always tried to break down barriers and I get who dislikes me the most.
Yeah, people who look like
the people you
yeah.
fight for.
Yeah.
I mean, yo, listen, man, once, not getting on no Kanye, but just think, you know, theoretically, yo, they killed Jesus, man. And who did he, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even no foul dude. It wasn't like he, you know, was rolling dice and was locking the dice or ass betting or nothing like that, and they killed him. So it's like, once I started realizing, like, yo, hold on. My fight is for my family.
Of course, that's first. Yeah.
But I think we think, oh, we got a voice. No, we got to speak up. And then you be speaking up and the person in the crowd is like, shut up. Throw a rock at you.
Well, that's the ignorant.
It is unfortunate because when you do have a voice, you would hope the people that can be loudest and that can be heard are responsible enough to want to speak for the community. So I do understand what you're saying. Yeah. It's just the problem is there are people that are speaking that don't need to be talking.
Yeah, okay. but look, the people pick and choose who should have the voice. Right.
Yeah.
And you listen to fools.
Yeah.
Definitely. And that's a good segue into what I want to go into. For example, like, you know, when we got these platforms, everybody named mama got a platform now. If a dude got a blue check and 50,000 followers on Instagram, essentially has a platform because he's been verified by an app and people are following them. Yo, it's a chick with her titty out who got a platform right now. All the bottle models, all of them have bigger platforms than all of us. I see some of these chicks with 800,000 followers, and they have never contributed anything visibly to society at all, but show they. Everybody follows that. But then you might have somebody who's put it all on the line, and people be like, man, I don't want to hear what that got to say.
Nah, that's true.
Or then you got some dudes who are them 1 minute philosophers or them 1 minute activists, you know what I'm saying? And then they got a bunch of following. So what I'm saying is that people like myself who came in the game to break down barriers and show people, they will say, I will listen to this person before I listen to him because I don't have the blue check. And I don't have these numbers because everything got pushed into, oh, my numbers is big. And look at the numbers I got. Look at the views I got. But a lot of that be fluff, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
People are purchasing
followers.
So
so now what's happening when you're organic and you get it from the mud, people tend to look at you like shade, like people must not really fuck with you because you don't got this or you don't got that. So this is the society that we in, that some people that could talk and should. Make sure you click subscribe to this on iTunes. Go to radio.com, download the app. It's free. You can hear the podcast on there. You can see the video on YouTube, youtube.com/Doggie Diamonds TV. Until next time, peace.